Mason Reed, Ivy Calder, Jonah Pike. 3 names whispered like a warning, the kind you hear before sirens arrive. October 2025, a city drowning in neon and bad decisions. Mason thought he was invisible, hoodie up, phone on airplane mode, confidence louder than his logic. He live-streamed a robbery for clout, counting likes while alarms screamed. Ivy watched from a stolen car, engine running, hands shaking. She believed crime was a shortcut. Jonah was the planner. Spreadsheets of stupidity, every move documented, every mistake timestamped. They didn't know the algorithm was watching, viewers typing "call the cops," emojis flooding like blood in water, the door jammed. Mason laughing, until the laughter cracked, police lights painting the walls red and blue, fame turning into evidence. October's dumbest crime didn't need detectives, it had an audience, and they all stayed to watch. Ivy Calder. November arrived colder, quieter. Ivy tried again. Different crew, same hunger. She wore gloves, forgot the dashcam. She memorized escape routes, forgot the gas gauge. This time it was a smash and grab, jewelry glittering like temptation, glass exploding like thunder. Ivy grabbed everything, except time. The car coughed, stalled, died, silence heavier than handcuffs. She ran, heels echoing fear, dropped her phone, screen lit with a selfie video, recorded earlier. Ivy explaining the plan, laughing, naming streets. Bragging about being smarter than cops. She didn't know cloud backup was forever. Police arrived slow, methodical, already knowing her name. November's dumbest crime wasn't the theft, it was the confession, uploaded by Ivy herself, smiling into her own downfall. Jonah Pike. December brought snow and arrogance. Jonah believed intelligence made him untouchable. He hacked security feeds, or so he thought, rerouted cameras, or so he claimed. The target was simple: warehouse, no guards, midnight silence. Jonah narrated the heist like a documentary, voice notes saved for later glory. What he missed: one camera, dusty, forgotten, still recording, capturing Jonah tripping over a cable, face first, knocking himself out cold. His accomplice panicked. Dragged him outside, left fingerprints in frost, footprints leading home. Jonah woke up to a trending clip, titled "Smart Guy Fails Hard," millions of views, memes, remixes. Police didn't rush, they waited for Jonah to comment, and he did, correcting details, exposing himself. December's dumbest crime wasn't the fall, it was Jonah proving it was really him. Mason Reed. The compilation grew, week by week. Mason watched from a cell, replaying his moment, fame curdled into regret. He wrote letters, blaming Ivy, blaming Jonah, blaming everyone but the mirror. The documentary voice in his head never stopped. He remembered the chat scrolling fast, someone typing run, someone typing smile. He smiled, because he thought that's what legends do. The judge didn't smile. The sentence echoed longer than the livestream ever did. Mason realized the real prison wasn't bars, it was being remembered for stupidity. Not evil, not genius, just dumb. A footnote in crime history. October to December, mistakes wrapped as entertainment. The audience moved on. Mason stayed, counting days instead of likes, wondering how the world watched him fall, and called it content. These weren't masterminds, they were mirrors, reflecting a new era of crime, impatience, ego, cameras everywhere. Criminals documenting their own collapse, believing attention equals power. Each week another clip, another face, another lesson ignored. Police didn't chase, they subscribed. Evidence delivered in high definition, with filters, with captions. Fear mixed with comedy, tragedies served as a playlist. Viewers laughed, then leaned closer, because the scariest part wasn't the crime. It was how easy it all was. One bad choice, one tap, one post, and the world knows. Dumbest criminals, not because they lacked brains, but because they forgot silence, forgot shadows, forgot that the internet never forgets. The last clip plays. December 31st, midnight countdown, a masked figure narrating dumb crimes of the week, mocking them, teaching lessons, millions watching. Then the mask slips, just enough. A familiar scar, a familiar voice. Ivy, free, never convicted. She wasn't careless, she was farming views, staging failures, framing others, turning stupidity into profit. The dumbest criminals weren't Mason, Jonah, or the ones arrested. It was the audience, believing the story was over, while Ivy smiles into the lens, whispering Happy New Year, and hitting upload.